Housing Transitions is a local nonprofit serving individuals and families who are homeless or at risk to become homeless in Center County. Community support and fundraising events like the Run for Shelter 5K keep the doors at the Center House Shelter open 24/7. In addition to the shelter, our experienced staff provide a continuum of services to over 2,000 county residents each year. Programs include housing and adult case management to help people stay in their homes, transitional housing, and an emergency food pantry. Housing Transitions, offering shelter, guidance, and hope since 1984.
You're watching CNET, Center County's Government and Educational Access Network. You're watching CNET, Center County's Government and Educational Access Network.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Through the portals of Penn's Valley pass a youth with hope supreme, ever seeking, groping, yearning to fulfill their dreams. You are alma mater, welcome one and all. You shaped, molded, and inspired that we could not fall. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail, all hail Penn's Valley heart, fount of wisdom and of learning, cherished till we die. In thy glorious splendor, better than the best, may we ever honor thee, holding high thy crest.
Good evening, and welcome to the commencement ceremonies for Penns Valley's class of 2016. It is a pleasure to welcome you as we look to begin the next step in our lives. My name is Keith Griffith, and I'm the president of the class of 2016. I would like to take this time to mention that the flowers brought out onto the field by each senior are in memory of Nicholas Castellano. Nick passed away last year after a tragic car accident. He was a dear friend to all members of this class, and you would be hard-pressed to find anyone who would speak negatively about him or his actions. The class would like to invite a member of the Castellano family to pick up the vase of flowers at the conclusion of the ceremony. At this time, will you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. The senior class planted a snowball bush, a plant we felt represented the fun Nick enjoyed having in the memory garden this past week. We also made a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital in honor of Nick. As we look ahead, we know that Nick is right here with each of us on our own personal journeys. For some, this is just a stepping stone to college and more education. For others, this is a segue into the workforce. However, for all of us, this is for sure the last time we will all be together. Take the time to remember the positive experiences you had at Penns Valley with the people around you. I believe that Penns Valley has taught us a lot, and we should be grateful for all of the opportunities that we were given while at Penns Valley. This class is one of the smallest, if not the smallest, class in the Penns Valley School District. For that reason, we have many different students involved in many different activities. I'm not going to name them all because I know that I would miss one. The wide range of involvement is not limited to just school activities, as many students are involved in the community as well. Remember to thank everyone who helped to get you to where you are today. The teachers, friends, and family who were by your side when you needed it. Keep in mind, as Tom Brokaw once stated, you are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as your ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of it as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. Remember to keep that in mind as you look ahead to the future. Congratulations, class of 2016. We made it. At this time, please join me in listening to a selected piece by the senior choral members.
Well, good evening, and welcome to all of you. It's a pleasure to have so many family, friends, and members of the educational community here to celebrate this milestone event. To the graduates of the class of 2016, I offer you my sincere compliments. To our parents and supporters, our heartfelt thank you, and to our faculty and staff, my deepest appreciation. Graduates, I wish you the very best that life has to offer as you move beyond your time here at Penns Valley. Observers, the noticeable item that distinguishes the class of 2016 from many prior graduating classes is the small number of members, with only 84 graduating. This is and has been the smallest class in the district since they started kindergarten in 2003. This class also has some subtle characteristics that might not be known to the passive observer. Since my son Keith is a member of this class, I've had the chance to get to know a lot of members personally. I've observed many of these seniors in a number of different groups and settings. They do have diverse views, and they celebrate that diversity by how they relate to others. It's not uncommon for them to go out of their way to include younger students or even students from other school districts. The class of 2016 is heavily involved in student activities, with 71% of them participating in some form of student activity in the school. Participation in these activities has promoted their development and hopefully enriched their high school experience. Another item that sets the class of 2016 apart is their academic performance. The graduates sitting on the field tonight are recognized as some of the top performing students in Pennsylvania. The Penns Valley class of 2016 is ranked 34th out of 684 high schools from across the Commonwealth. Surprising, huh, grads? These high schools that I mentioned include magnet schools, charter schools, and academies that recruit top academic students to attend. The Penns Valley class of 2016 outperformed 95% of all high schools on a number of items, to include attendance, graduation rate, vocational assessments, and standardized test scores. Graduates, your academic prowess is an outstanding accomplishment, one for which we are all proud. It's known that there's a correlation between how much money people make and academic performance. Even if this is true, graduates, the wealth that has led to your success at Penns Valley is more valuable than money. The wealth that you've accrued in Penns Valley is comprised of devotion, resilience, determination, compassion, and most important, attitude. Your academic currency has helped you outperform some pretty impressive school districts across this state. I encourage you to tap into that and utilize the wealth that Penns Valley has provided each of you. The caution is, grads, that going forward, assessments and tests are not likely to be the best predictor of your individual success. I've reflected a great deal about successful people. To be honest, success is defined by the individual. Success may mean primarily happiness to some, money to others, position or status to still more. I believe that success is not an end result, like the items just mentioned. It's a journey. It's embedded in our being, our belief system, our minds processing, our attitude. Annually, I take time to meet with the class officers. I listen to what they have to share, and I attempt to craft my commencement address based on our discussion. Overall, the class officers mentioned many topics. However, the most reflective and intriguing was the attitude of appreciation. They shared their feeling of being fortunate enough to attend Penns Valley. The topic of attitude, discussed in my conversation with the class officers, has also been the theme in many of my recent reads. Additionally, attitude was a theme included in Pastor Kovalt's baccalaureate message. Graduates, it's all about attitude. Zig Ziglar touts that we should give ourselves a checkup from the neck up to eliminate are stinking thinking. Throughout my life, I've had the privilege of working with dozens of outstanding and very successful people. I've also worked with some real duds. I've come to realize that those with a positive attitude are most successful. Graduates, if you remember only one thing said tonight, I encourage you to approach all aspects of life with an attitude of gratitude. In other words, happify your life. The class officers also acknowledged that not everyone in their class shares this attitude of appreciation. This is sad because I've witnessed how negativity holds back talented people from reaching their potential. Negative individuals are less able to bounce back when facing adversity in their lives. Negativity will limit your ability to maintain and spend the Penns Valley wealth you've accumulated. Successful individuals nearly always have an attitude of gratitude. Keep your mind focused on the positive to provide the foundation for your individual success. Graduates, I conclude my thoughts with text from Sheryl Crow's song, Soak Up the Sun. Every time I turn around, I'm looking up, you're looking down. Maybe something's wrong with you that makes you act that way, the way you do. I'm going to soak up the sun. Graduates, don't be influenced by the negative thoughts of others. Keep your attitudes up, heads up. Let the sun shine upon you. Celebrate and appreciate the blessings you experienced during your time at Penns Valley. Express that appreciation to others. An attitude of gratitude will provide you a foundation for your individual success. Class of 2016, may the future be yours. I ask all present to join me in supporting our graduates with a round of applause. You know, we have some great students here on the field. The real matter is that you did a great job as students, but we have some folks here that are 50-year alums from Penns Valley. I want to offer a special acknowledgement and welcome to our alumni of 50 years, the class of 1966. We offer a sincere thank you for joining us this evening, and I ask those from the class of 66 to stand and be recognized. Thank you. You know, a great high school like Penns Valley is judged in part by the caliber and success of its students, but its true success is best evaluated in the accomplishments of its alumni. These accomplishments, in most cases, have their roots in the education experiences provided in our schools. It's with great pride and pleasure that we welcome to the podium member of the class of 1966 who served in the U.S. military, retired 31 years of service at Rockview State Correctional Institution, married to spouse Vicki, father of 2 Penns Valley grads, and grandfather of 3. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dennis Bressler.
Yes, I'm sort of scared. Good evening, everybody, and good evening and a special good evening to the class of 2016. I usually don't speak in public, so please be patient with me. Mrs. Weaver called me and asked if I would speak on behalf of the class of 1966. After some thinking, I decided it would be an honor to do so. I didn't want to tell any of my classmates that I was speaking tonight because I was afraid some of my members of my class may decide not to show up. Right, Jerry? Well, he's one of them. 50 years ago, I sat where you are tonight, and I was a very light and not even 140 pounds, and had plenty of dark hair, and a lot of it. And as you notice, over the years, things have changed. And time really goes by. Hard to believe we've been out of school for 50 years. Just doesn't make sense, but we are. Cherish these years and the years forward. Before you can blink your eyes, you're going to be here doing this 50 years from now. While going to high school, you made great friends. The only thing I'm asking you is keep in touch with those friends. You're going to go your separate ways, but keep in touch. In this age of media, why not? Some of my best friends today, and I'll get a little emotional, are some that I go on vacation with, play golf with, and friends that I made while in high school. Again, cherish these friends and the new friends you'll be making as your life moves forward. Some of you may have your plans for college. Some will be military or a job you may already have planned, and you know what you want for your future, and this is great. Go for it, and good luck. But there may be some of you who aren't sure what you want or have any concrete plans, and that may be scary, but that's okay. I was that person 50 years ago, not sure what I wanted, and after being raised on a farm below Aaronsburg, I decided to join the workforce until Uncle Sam in 1968 decided to draft me into the United States Army. I spent 2 years in the military, and my last year was a tour in Vietnam. And I can tell you, without friends back home, the friends that I made in the service, and my wife Vicki, and my family, I'm not sure if I'd have made it through that time. I can't explain enough how important friends and a great family will mean in your life. There will be many ups and downs, I guarantee you, and you will need them to turn to. My father has passed, but I still go to my mother, who is 88 years old and really spry and drives and the whole works, for advice and just to talk to. Stay close while you still have them in your life. In 1977, I got a job in corrections and worked 31 years at the State Correctional Rockview, State Prison at Rockview. And now I have been retired 8 years already this month. Things did work out for me and my family, and they will for you too. In closing, I want to thank all the friends and family of the graduates that are here tonight. You should be very proud also. I want to say a special thanks to my class of 1966. I must say, gathering together here tonight under the tent, they all look pretty darn good for 50 years. It was funny when we were out in the parking lot talking and conversing. This is how time changes. Well, what people are you? Oh, I'm in Crestor. Oh, I'm in Lipitor. Ah, okay. Yeah. We talk about our pills now and what doctor we go to. This is what happens as you grow older. Enjoy what you have now, okay? I have never missed a reunion, class reunion, ever. I made every 5 years I went to them and had a blast. Please go to your class reunions. They're so much fun. And I can't wait to our 50th next year. Oh, excuse me. I guess it's next month. Yeah. Yeah, we better do it next month, because who knows where we'll be next year. Okay. My class would like to thank the Penns Valley School District and the Alumni Association for the invite to this special occasion. I'm really glad I decided to do this. I know it was a process of elimination. Our president, Jeffrey Bone, could not make it tonight, but I'm proud to be doing this. To you, the 2016 graduates, enjoy this special day. Never forget this night or your school years. You will always be Penns Valley blue and white. Believe me, as you grow older, you will realize how important these school years have been and the friends you have made have been. Good luck in all your future endeavors. And go out and make all of us in Penns Valley proud, and I know you will. Follow your dreams. Thank you from the class of 1966, who I'm very proud of. I love you all. God bless and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bressler. And just so we know, we'll clear this up right now. I am not one of those duds you were referring to, correct? Okay, just so you guys know, when you walk out of here, you can know that. Good evening, Penns Valley class of 2016, parents, friends, board members, and distinguished guests. My name is Dustin Dalton, and I have had the pleasure of being the principal of Penns Valley Junior and Senior High School. Today is a day for celebration. And I'd like to start the festivities by saying thank you to all the parents and guardians in the stands today. In today's ever-changing world of education, you chose to give us the opportunity to educate your child, and for that, I am grateful. Class of 2016, it is because of the continued support of your parents and guardians that you are sitting in those seats today. Seniors, give your families a round of applause. Another group of individuals played a key role in helping you reach this day. To your right, many members of the Penns Valley educational family. Through all of the phone calls home, the pleading, the begging, to get that last assignment turned in, the conferences and the corrections to your work, this group of people put in countless hours to provide you with the best education possible, and made sure that every last senior project was in, whether you wanted to or not. Please give them a round of applause. But today is about you, class of 2016. You did it. You know, someone once said that life is an open door. All you have to do is walk through it. Having lived a little bit of life, I'm not so sure that I agree with that statement. I mean, life might be a door, but it isn't always open. Sometimes it is locked, deadbolted, and even chained. I would even go so far as to say that in some cases, life really isn't a door, it's a wall. You're welcome. There is an inspirational part to this, just so you know. What you now have, or soon will have in your possession, is the key to your first door. No one gave you this key, you earned it. 720 days of high school, 360 days of junior high school, and 1,260 days of elementary school, including kindergarten. For 2,340 days, you have absorbed all that we have to offer and proved this through countless assignments, projects, assessments, and other tasks. As you reach the junior high and high level, we began to say things to you like, you need to start thinking about the future. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What are your likes and dislikes? We even took you over to CPI to show you a completely different type of schooling, to which many of you took advantage. Although it seemed like nagging at the time, you see we had a plan. Our plan is to design the key. Not all of your keys are the same. They're not meant to unlock the same doors. The keys that we help you create are for the purpose of unlocking your doors. What in the world are you talking about, Mr. Dalton? Well, it's like this. My key that someone helped me create unlocked the door to the world of education, and for that I am thankful. It gave me the opportunity to work with and get to know each of you. But you see, because my key unlocked that door, I have no idea how to fix my car. Some of you in those seats right there absolutely understand how a car works and make it possible for me to get to work every day. But before I could buy that car, someone designed it. They understood things like, aerodynamics and all that good stuff. But again, not my area. But it might be one of yours. The point is that sitting with you right there in those seats are doctors, lawyers, set designers, landscapers, architects, congressmen, business owners, mechanics, teachers, actors, grounds crew, engineers, and countless other things. I'm sorry, I lost my place. I got too excited. All of those days in the classroom and those nagging adults who ask questions have led to this day right here. All of that is what helped you design your master key. But now it is your turn to design the rest of your keys. I want to be the first to warn you that not all of them will work. As I describe the doors and locks, remember that sometimes to unlock a door, it only requires a simple turn of the wrist. Other locks may require some bolt cutters. And most importantly, when a door looks like a wall, power tools are your best option. So in the words of CeeLo Green, that was prom. No. In the words of Ray Lewis, and as a Pittsburgh fan, it troubles me deeply to use a Ray Lewis quote, but I found it fitting, so here we go. We get one opportunity in life to make whatever mark that you are going to make, whatever legacy that you are going to leave. So the world might not be an open door, but it's because success in life is not given, it is earned. So take whatever key you need. If one doesn't exist, make it. But never let the door to success stay locked. Most importantly, regardless of the key, once you open the door, you have to go through it. My challenge to you, class of 2016, do not leave one single door locked that stands between you and your legacy. Congratulations, class of 2016. We're getting there, 1 minute at a time. All right, this year we have 3 valedictorians. Each of these students has worked diligently over their high school career to obtain this goal. Each of them equally deserving of the title valedictorian. At this time, I would like to call to the podium Destiny Andrews, Keith Griffith, and Margaret Dunkelberger.
Oh boy. Rose Kennedy said, "Life isn't a matter of milestones, but of moments." The very people we are today were built by the experiences we've had so far. When we were in kindergarten, we believed we could be anything we wanted to be. We wanted to be cowgirls, professional football players, doctors, even president. But as we get older and endure life experiences, our confidence gets chipped away, self-doubt sets in, and our dreams fade. But that shouldn't be. We have to learn to enjoy the small moments, like when Bradley Musser put a balloon in a microwave at a school dance, almost banning our grade from them entirely. Or when our Powder Puff team got a little too creative with the team name, almost getting that experience taken from us as well. And who could forget the countless times that Bradley put Walter's phone in the toaster during lunch? We need to laugh in the face of adversity and not give up. Speaking from experience, the night before my first track meet of my senior year, I got pinned to the ground by a high jump mat, resulting in a broken nose. This could have ended my track season, but I decided to rise above the situation. I competed in my meet the next day, and this perseverance allowed this year to be my most successful track season. We laugh about this situation now, and as my coach puts it, it looked like the scene from The Wizard of Oz when the house lands on the witch. We've all been in situations like that. You can't have a testimony without a test, and you can't have success without learning how to fail. So don't be afraid to face your fear. The number one fear in America is public speaking, followed by death. What that says is people would rather suffer physical pain than speak in front of an audience. which is our reward for a lot of hard work. We've all come face to face with situations where we wanted to run, but by staying on course, believing in ourselves, and persevering, we will begin seeing the small victories chip away at our insecurities and doubts. We are about to enter a very unforgiving world, but we have the tools we need to succeed within us. Together, our class has experienced happiness, sadness, victories, and loss. We lost a special friend almost a year ago, Nicholas Castellano. Nick was known for motivating, encouraging, lending an ear, and being a great friend to many. Losing him was a devastating blow. We've been knocked down as a class and as individuals. But remember how far we've come. When fear tries to consume you as we leave the safety net of high school, remember the words of Confucius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Thank you.
As Confucius and Destiny once stated, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius was imploring us to persevere. Failure is inevitable. Your reaction to failure is what will set you apart and help to define your success. Franklin D. Roosevelt once proclaimed, "The only thing to fear is fear itself." However, there should be one caveat. The only thing to fear is fear itself and the little coverage slips that teachers receive. Keep this quote in mind as we go out to bigger and better things after high school. Nothing is going to be handed to you. You are going to have to go out and get it. Fear of asking for something will lead to never knowing the answer. That is what Franklin D. Roosevelt meant when he said that fear was the only thing we had to fear. Everything happens for a reason, and fear should not hold you back. Sometimes you need to just count to 3 and go after it. However, only do this after you have thought through all other possible options, because action before thought often leads to mistakes. Also remember that it is always a great day to be a Ram. Although this saying may seem cliche or is said in jest, it brings out the best in every Ram here tonight. As you take the next step, make your brand the very best it can be. You started building your own personal brand in kindergarten, whether you knew it or not. As you leave high school, continue the work that you have put in. Sometimes you're going to have to just do it and show what you are made of. Always remember to put effort into everything you do. 4 years ago, we started our journey through high school, and 13 years ago, we started it all off with a scary journey to kindergarten. How many of you can honestly say that the first days of kindergarten weren't a nerve-wracking experience? Not many. And from day one, how many of you didn't put in any effort? 0, or you wouldn't be here. Look back on that effort it took to get here tonight. You might surprise yourself with how much effort it actually took. From our early education to even earlier this week, we were told that the early bird gets the worm, and to be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. These phrases have applied in life so far and will continue to do so. Keep this in mind and make sure that your brand is not one tainted with lack of effort, preparation, or hard work. Hard work will take you farther than you ever thought possible. Alexander the Great stated, "There is nothing impossible to him who will try." Just keep going. It could be the next step that shows you the way forward or gets you to your goal. Leave nothing on the field and no stone unturned as you move on to even greater things. My last tip, make connections by talking to people and keeping an open mind. Other people are able to provide new insights into your own opinions if you let them. Although your education here at Penns Valley may be over, learning should never and will never stop.
Oh, there's no ruler. Okay. You will learn something new every day because new doors will open and lead us down new paths and to new people. People of all ages who may or may not help us on our journey through life. But we need to learn from these people and make the best out of every situation. These people will teach you lessons along your journey if you are paying attention, so watch out for the little things in life. Sometimes life is going to be crazy, and taking a chance to be quiet and listen carefully may be beneficial. Sometimes sitting back, relaxing, and listening may be just what you're looking for in these crazy lives we live in. In this busy world, respect is an important part of moving up the ladder of success, and you should always earn this respect through your actions. Remember, every little action is a chance for someone to judge you, so you might need to clean up your act to make the first impression a good one. Mr. Dreamer always asks us, there is only one chance to make a first impression. What do you want it to be? Our teachers played an important part in our education, and you may not realize it, but they will also be a part of these memories. Not everyone loves it here, and that's understandable, but there will be fond memories of Penns Valley when you leave. Not all of us will leave either, but we will wonder where the time went, because it feels like just yesterday we were coming to the high school as little 7th graders, then freaking out about 9th grade because we had heard about the work and we were anticipating the worst. But it all turned out okay. And now we are exiting high school to move on to bigger and better things. You all look back on this time and reflect on the stories, the lessons learned, and the friends you've made. And although it doesn't feel like it, high school zipped by, and before we knew it, it ended. For some of us, we couldn't wait. For others, we are still in shock that it is actually over. But we should never forget what we learned here, because as they say, you learn everything you need to know in kindergarten. So remember the little things in life, even if that means resorting to the alphabet to write a speech. Good luck with your future plans, class of 2016, and remember, all the things you know, you started learning in kindergarten. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And Margaret, I'm devastated to know that some people don't love it here. It was strange, but okay. Before we begin the presentation of the class, it is extremely important that we take a second to recognize the people who make this day possible. First, I would like to thank the Penns Valley staff, from the teachers to the custodians and the grounds crew. All of these people play a critical part in making the educational process happen. Specific to today, Mrs. Miller and Mrs. McCormick's work as the senior advisors help organize this whole process. I would like to thank the office staff for their role in making today successful. Thank you to Northwest Savings Bank for providing the miniature diplomas for all of the graduating seniors. A big thank you to Samus Greenhouse for the wonderful flower decorations today. I would also like to recognize the 4 seniors for their work on the program and on the program artwork. When I call your name, please rise. Alicia Dutrow. Riley Lundy. Curtis Schwartz. Darian Stapleton. We have a tradition at Penns Valley that the seniors choose who read their names as they receive their diplomas. This year's selection are Mrs. Christine Suey and Miss Jackie Wagner.
Felicidades, clase de 2016, and I promise from here on out that I won't say anything else in Espanol. I am going to share a quote with you this evening from Calvin Coolidge, the 30th U.S. President. I did not find this quote, it found me. Apparently, I stashed it away in a navy blue folder at the beginning of my career 20 years ago. I rediscovered the folder at about the same time that Mrs. Miller informed me that your class had granted me the honor of reading your names at this, your commencement ceremony. I believe it holds meaning for all of us, but especially for any student, athlete, or military personnel who has ever tried to achieve a goal or overcome some form of adversity. And I did not hear the valedictorian speeches before I chose this quote, but we seem to have a common theme going here. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men or women with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, "Press on," has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. Press on, class of 2016. Will the first row please rise? Keith Richard Griffith. Walter Ian White. Olivia Catherine Meyer. Emily Catherine Bator. Destiny Faith Andrus. Margaret Shirley Dunkelberger. Raven Celeste Althouse. Tara Jane Biesecker. Curtis E. Decker. Jordan Elise Holsapple. Mackenzie Alexandra Ironside. Naomi Juanita Olson Salmon. Carly Elizabeth Ripka. Taylor N. Shook. Reba Morgan Smith. Darian Faye Stapleton. Ezekiel Robert Warren. Justice Tennille Welshans. Corbin David Woodring. Mallory Sky Yoder. Dustin Michael Zettel. Lane Philip Zettel. Kendall Sue Bartley. Benjamin C.J. Alexander. Benjamin M. Beinert. Isaac Claude Beerley. Tyler Colton Boob. Michael Al Bowersox. Chloe Ann Brungart. Nathaniel J. Busick. Harrison S. Bird. Michaela Lynn Burns. Alan Jacob Kane. Owen R. Carper. Chase Andrew Collison. Katerina Gail Kovalt. Brinley Jane Decker. Cristiana Collegado Dobel. Alicia Nicole Dutrow. Zachariah Cooper Engel. Ermal Fazliou. Victoria Ann Freeman.
Good evening. I'm reminded today that the diploma I received a career's worth of years ago from Milton Area High School was really just a learner's permit for the drive through the rest of my life. The same is true for the diploma you will receive today. As you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away any pre-created, store-purchased map of life and begin to draw your own. I encourage you to leave the city of your comfort and go to the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by car, however, only by hard work and risk, and sometimes by not knowing what you're doing. What you will discover will be wonderful. What you will discover will be yourself. It is a lifelong process that is ever evolving. Probably at this time, you're all anticipating the future with great excitement. After all, this is the goal that you've been working towards for at least 12 years, and you have attained success. It doesn't matter what your next chapter entails: parenting, academia, military, employment, caretaking, marriage. Soon, at least in my experience, fear of the unknown will begin to make you feel anxious and less confident as you drive forward to new horizons never attempted before. For the most important decisions in your life, trust your intuition and then work with everything you have to prove it right. It is important to remember that you don't have to be smarter than the next person. All you have to do is be willing to work harder than the next person. Fear is primarily a creation of the mind. Fear doesn't really exist outside of the mind. Since that is the case, we can dissolve fear in our minds as well. Keep your thoughts and assumptions in check, because the perceptions you have of your life are your windows to your world. Scrub these windows clean every once in a while to let the light of life shine through. Life can be hard, but living a good life really is pretty simple. Keep your side of the street clean, lead with your heart and passion, and just keep doing the next right thing. And now go. Make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Leave the world more interesting for just being here, just as you have done at Penns Valley High School. Congratulations to you all. And will the fourth row please rise? Megan Lee Grove. Cody Grubb. Chase Landon Hart. Seth T. Hensley. Dylan Lee Holman. Zachary D. Holman. Valerie Michelle Hosterman. Logan Fred Johnson. Scott Robert Klein, Jr. Kira Ray Crape. Caitlin Riley Lundy. Dakota E. Lose. Jeffrey David Lose. Oksana Aurora Malyari. Hunter C. Myers. Olivia Ann Miller. Jonathan Robert Montresor. Bradley M. Musser. Deanna Ordonez. Christopher Logan Pierce. Burton W. Peace. Natalie Anna Elaine Pisano. Jacob D. Rarick. Cameron Robson. Daytona Ronk. Hannah M. Sasserman. Jeremy Ryan Shawley. Justin M. Shaver. Taylor Christina Smith. Jonas Smucker. John Thomas Statham. Ethan R. Stroop. Curtis Lee Swartz. Sarah E. Swartz. Trevor Andrew Veneda. Joseph Whitmer. Brandon Michael Whitmer. Gabrielle Elizabeth Whitmer. Isaac Hunter Zettel. Congratulations.
let's just say you never cease to amaze me. We'll leave it at that. With the authority granted to me by the Penns Valley Board of School Directors and the Pennsylvania Department of and the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I am pleased to announce that all the names of the students submitted to the school board for approval have met the necessary requirements for a Penns Valley High School diploma. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. May I present to you the class of 2016.
Welcome to Centercrest. We provide a full range of rehabilitation and medical services, including short-term rehab, long-term nursing, respite, hospice, and memory impairment care. Centercrest offers therapies for individuals in need of care following illness, injury, surgery, wounds, pain, and other medical conditions. We are focused on helping you achieve an active, independent lifestyle prior to returning home. We're conveniently located in the heart of Center County at 502 East Howard Street in Bellefonte. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and most insurances. We subscribe to a non-discrimination policy.
Domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking affect the entire community. The Center County Women's Resource Center provides safe, professional, confidential, free services to women, children, and men who are victims. Services include emergency shelter, counseling and advocacy, transitional housing, support groups, legal representation, and more. 24 hours a day, every day. Your safety and privacy are our primary concerns. For assistance, to get involved, or to donate, please visit us on the web at ccwrc.org or call 234-5050.